used to have a PE teacher in school. I absolutely worshipped, a bloke called Tony Hodge, who looked like Tom Selleck in his Magnum days. We all called him Magnum.
Yeah.
And he was just to crack us up. I mean, I think everyone's got that PE
absolutely.
teacher. He would sit on a deck chair. I went to an all-boys comp. It was the biggest all-boys comp in the country. 1,800 boys, right? In Barry, which is, it's fairly tough. I can just remember him like in the summer term, and he was a good-looking bastard, black hair, big black moustache. He used to have these blue and white striped Speedos, right? And in the summer term, he'd be sat on a deck chair. If he was ever on dinner duty, which you had to do in those days, if you don't do it now, he'd be sat on his deck chair in his Speedos with a pair of Ray-Ban aviators on, just sunbathing. And there could be fights going on left, right and centre. Sir, right up, I was fighting. And he'd just go, shh. Finger to his lips, shh. That was sunbathing time, that's Tony time. Right, that's
Tony time.
I'd love to play with one of those old 60s hard, heavy balls just to see what it was like. But they don't make footballs like that anymore. I just would love to see what it's like. I remember I had a really good rugby ball when I was young, sort of 8 or 9 maybe. And Dad had gone to a meeting in Bristol, and I think he felt guilty, so he'd bought me a rugby ball from a sports shop on his lunch break or something.
Right.
And he came back. He said, I bought you a new rugby ball. Do you want to be playing with the old one? I bought you a new rugby ball. So I went out and tried it, and it was too hard. I didn't like it, so I went back to my old one.
Oh, you absolute fan.
Yeah, well, that's basically what my dad said.
God, what a disappointment for your dad.
So he had his tea.
It's too hard, Dad.
He had his tea.
He's slogging his bollocks off, driving to Bristol and back. He buys you a ball out of the goodness of his heart.
I think what he'd done was he bought an American football by mistake, actually, because it was just different. It wasn't like a rugby ball. It was just too hard, right?
Just put up with it, Al.
Anyway, he came out after he'd had his tea. How's the new ball going? Oh,
Don't tell him.
I don't like it, Dad. I said it's too hard. And he went, what do you mean it's too hard? Was he bored on a tea? What do you mean it's too hard? What's wrong with you? And I said, every time I kick it, it hurts my foot. He went, too hard. Right, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. And he took the shoes off and he kicked it over the house.
Top man. And so he should have.
Limping back indoors. His tassel's gone.
Is that where he got the limp from, is it? Like my memory of the PE teachers in school, apart from like seeing them in the Speedos, was on parents' evening, they all had really shit suits.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you another story about a teacher that I'm not going to tell you the name, right, for obvious reasons. And if I'm asked, I shall say, I was joking about this.
I made it up.
Happened, right? Yeah. I made this
up to impress my friends. Go on.
But imagine this had happened to me when I was 15, right? So, PE teacher said to us, do you fancy Wimbledon, lads? Right?
Right.
I said, yeah, Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Great. So this would be about 87. Yeah, definitely. Great, we'll go to Wimbledon tomorrow. No forms, no nothing, right?
Right.
Next day we get to school, get in the minibus, most of the rugby team, like 14, 15 lads, and the teacher driving up there. Drove for hours to get to Wimbledon. Right, get to Wimbledon, it's a boiling hot day. He parked at the minibus. He said, I want the sort of tickets, lads, you wait here. I'll get the tickets, you wait here for me. He parks the minibus. So we just sat now in southwest London.
In a bus.
A bunch of 15-year-olds in a minibus for about 45 minutes on our own. And then he comes back and goes, sold out. Right. Like, he hadn't pre-booked him.
It's really popular.
Sir. He says, Carl, sorry lads, we'll have to go back.
Yeah.
So he just turns the bus round, drives back to friggin' Barry, right? It gets better, right? Because he was always one of the boys. He was a great bloke. So we stop at the first services. And he says to us, I've let you down today, boys. So he gave us like £1 each for our ticket money, right? To go and play on the Space Invaders for him. He said, meet me back here in 40 minutes, right? So we're going to play Space Invaders, whatever. We came back in. And then we get back, we start driving. So we were in the bus for hours by this point, right? And then we stopped just before the Severn Bridge. So you got to get some diesel for the bus, right? He gets out of the minibus, goes into the shop there, and we're all fucking, I can't believe he's done this to us. All having a bit of a grumble. We're boiling a lot as well, right? Wimbledon's not happening, obviously. So he comes back and opens a sliding door. The side door goes, I've let you down today, lads. I'm really sorry. That's all right, sir. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He gave us like a Razzle each, right? To apologise. So and then we went home. He drove back to Bury and dropped us off. Well, I was 15. This is pre-internet. If you'd have said to me at the beginning of the day, do you want to watch Jimmy Connors or have a Razzle? The Razzle wins every day of the week.
He didn't have to go through the charade of the bus journey.
Oh, my God.
Genuine.
God.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
I know.
Bloody hell.
Got beans on these.
Oh, have a Razzle. It's a bean special.
These.
Baked bean Wimbledon special. So when we
Scratch
scratch
your ass with beans pouring down the back.
Tennis skirts on, no knickers. So tip
With a tin of Heinz.
So when we dress up like Bjorn Borg.
Right, my pick for round number 2 is...
Who cares? It's such a long way to go for pay on the day.
What do you mean sold out? I got 15 lads in a van out there.
Imagine how you'd have felt as well in the ticket office. You'd have felt like
Can
such
I
a
have
twat.
one adult and 15
kids.
kids to centre court, please?
No, of course you can't. It's the men's final.
It's sold out for 6 months.
Some of the most famously oversubscribed sporting events in Britain.
16 tickets to Ivan Lendl against John McEnroe on centre court.
All right then, court number 1.
Number 2.
No, that's sold out as well. Okay. Please give me a different answer. Court number 14.
Was it 15 copies? Or one for you
One
all to
each.
share?
No, one each.
Wow.
But we brought ticket money. We'd given him the ticket money.
So he'd used your money to buy porn Max.
and Space Invaders, to be fair to him.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I'd love to know what the lady at WH Smith's Lee Delamere services made of it. She was like,
He's trying to hide 15 copies of Razzle inside a copy of the Times.
The school name on the side of the bus.
some sort of remorseless porn addict.
Just really likes the same thing.
I'm getting through them quite quickly, actually. No need to scan them all individually. It's fine.
Just type in 15 times.
Just type in 15.
Hope you enjoyed that little extract from our archives of the Socially Distant Sports Bar. What you can do now is scroll through the episode description, find the episode that was from, and disappear off into our archives. Get yourself off on a journey around the Socially Distant Sports Bar.